Yes, indeed. This is Professor David Steinberg of the SteinbergFiles.com doing a little modeling work for you this evening. Like the cap? Like it? Looks good, doesn't it? This cap is one solid-looking piece of apparel. Very well done. Like everything else in the Romney-Ryan campaign. And you know, particularly for someone like me, a little thin on top. This isn't a bad look. By the way, did you get a chance to see what our Vice President Joe Biden has done with his hair? Mr. Vice President, I have to give you credit. That look is you. You have captured the quintessential Joe Biden. Not for me, but that look is you. You want one of these caps, don't you? Of course you do. Well, there's a link right here in the video. $9. $9. I purchased it on eBay. 2 days later, here it was. And I'm wearing this cap everywhere between now and the election. I'm going somewhere. I'm going to wear this thing out. Because let's be serious for a minute, folks. The Democratic Party machine has been trying to do everything they can to those of us who are independents and those of us who are conservatives. They are trying to do everything they can to intimidate you from exercising your First Amendment rights. And we cannot permit that to happen. Look over the past 4 years. The shameful attacks on the Tea Party. These are protesters who clean up after their rallies. Compare them with the Occupy Wall Street movement, subject to the most disgraceful lies and most shameful attacks. Look at how the Democratic Party and the big lib media go after somebody like a Sarah Palin or a Michelle Bachmann. You don't agree with their politics? That's all right. Look at the kind of garbage they have to put up with on a daily basis. Look at David Letterman making the most incredibly distasteful jokes. Have you seen some of his quote-unquote jokes about Sarah Palin's daughter? This woman was a governor. Letterman, you couldn't run a hot dog stand. And then we have, of course, the Exhibit A, the anti-Muhammad film, an exercise of First Amendment rights, published under a false name, and published under a pen name, in exactly the same way that our framers published their pamphlets under a pen name. What does the Obama administration do? They out him. They publish his real name for the world. Why not just put a target on his back? And now he's sitting, rotting in jail for what? We've already established that his video had nothing whatsoever to do with the attack that had killed our ambassador. Nothing to do with the protests in the Middle East. And there he sits in jail. Well, we cannot permit this. So as Americans, it's not just about Romney-Ryan, it's about the exercise of First Amendment rights. Get one of these caps and wear it everywhere. $9. You don't want a cap? There's a bumper sticker available. I'll link to that too. $5 a pin for $3. Why don't you get one of these caps for your kids, parents, friends? The point is to get out there and to be visible. Because that's exactly what the Democratic Party machine doesn't want. If we are out there and we are visible, a couple of things are going to happen. The media is going to realize the huge surge in support that there is for the Romney-Ryan campaign. That's one thing that's going to happen. The other thing is that you are going to encourage other Americans to get out there and speak their mind, whatever it is. Enough of this official orthodoxy. We're Americans. We have a First Amendment and we have a right to speak our mind. And I have been speaking my mind on YouTube. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to be wearing this cap everywhere. Somebody has a problem with it. That's not my problem. That's going to be their problem. This is Professor David Steinberg.